Schedule here has been kind of hectic. I mean, when you look at the last couple weeks for the staff and for the players, we came off the season. We got on the road recruiting as a staff for about 2 weeks. We came back over the weekend, the last 2 weekends, kind of practiced Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A lot of kind of underclassmen, spring ball type of practice. But I thought it was really beneficial and really productive for us. And then we started Friday, which is today. Yesterday, I don't know, yesterday, it's Groundhog Day. Started Friday with the real game plan. What we're trying to do, we will practice Friday. Yesterday, we went in shorts, and then today and tomorrow we'll be in pads, full pads, and then on Monday, Tuesday, we'll be in shells, and then we will travel down to New Orleans on Wednesday, where we will practice down there at Tulane's facility on Wednesday, Thursday, and then have a chance to walk through in the Dome on Friday and play the game Saturday. So it's been a hectic couple weeks, but at the same time, it's all been very positive. We have our banquet tonight at 6 o'clock for the team, so it'll give us an opportunity to say thank you to these guys for so many of the things that they've accomplished. And as I said out there, the senior class has a chance to go out as one of the most winningest classes in school history and has an opportunity to be the only team to have 2 bowl victories under their belt. So a lot to play for right now. There's a lot of positive things that are going on. We're having the opportunity to honor a lot of that tonight and then get ready for this bowl game with Arkansas State for the rest of the week.
Coach, over the season, you had some injuries on offense, guy out here, guy out there. With a couple of weeks in between the last game and this bowl, how are you guys health-wise?
I think most of the guys that are out are out. We're out for the season. I think Dio has a chance to get back. Deshaun Oliver has a chance to be back. But I think that's really about the only addition. The biggest thing, what it's going to give us a chance to do is get everybody healed up. You know, a lot of guys that have been playing with nagging injuries, hadn't been 100%, going through a lot of treatment, trying to feel good again to get out on the field. So I think it's probably more a little bit of that getting healthy than it was that you're going to see a significant number of different players that are going to have an opportunity to get back out on the field for us.
What was the mood of practice Friday, since that was probably your biggest day that you've had since the loss to Southern Miss as a team, probably?
The last Friday?
Yeah, your practice yesterday.
Okay, well, we practiced the week after, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right, but I'm saying this was your first bowl practice?
Yeah, this was the first bowl practice.
Probably the most involved you've been, maybe?
I think the team's attitude is really focused and dialed in. I mean, I think they want to play again, and that's what we talked about with the bowl game. We're excited to go to New Orleans. It's a place where our fan base can travel to. People can support us. It's a great date. It's on Saturday, the week before Christmas. People can go down and spend a weekend down there. I think our players are excited to go for all those reasons, but I think most importantly, they're excited to go get on the field again. Finishing the year the way we did is certainly was not characteristic of this team for the first 11 weeks, the way we turned the ball over and gave up big plays, and it showed on the scoreboard. And I think they're eager to get back out on the field and really show what this football team is all about, because this is the last time the 2015 football team is going to have a chance to play together. And for a lot of seniors, it'll be the last time they put on this Louisiana Tech uniform. And there's some pretty special seniors in that group.
When you look at Arkansas State on tape, defensively, they turn the ball over a lot.
Yeah.
What's the biggest concern and biggest problem they present?
Well, they do. They lead the country in turnovers. They lead the country in interceptions, and they're one of the top teams in the country in the turnover ratio. What concerns me is we just had 8 turnovers at Southern Miss. I mean, I've had games where you have 3 and 4, and you go, wow, that's way too many. But I've never had one where you have 8. That's my concern. And then when you go against this team, one of the things that they do is they turn you over. They do a really good job with their defensive front. I think their defensive line is the strength. They're very pressure-oriented. They tip a lot of balls at the line, get them up in the air, like I said, lead the country in interceptions. And that's my biggest concern was with the way we turned the ball over the last game of the year. We're not going to be able to do that in this game and have a chance to be successful.
When you have a tough loss like you did against Southern Miss with what was on the line, is it a good thing to have the break and maybe correct some things, or would you rather, get back on the field the following week? And
and I don't know so much that it's things that, when you say corrections, a ball gets tipped at the line, we had a quarterback, tailback exchange fumble, which is, again, something that characteristic-wise, those to me are foolish turnovers. Those are turnovers that we can eliminate, and that's just focus and dialed in with what we got to get doing, what we have to do on the field. And so I think their focus is where it needs to be. I think their attitude is where it needs to be. They're working really hard and they want to play. And we're playing the Sun Belt champion. We're playing the team that won the Sun Belt. So I think they're really excited about getting back out on the field, and I think practice is showing it.
Has your opinion changed from Sunday? You didn't really have a lot of to work with. You know, Blake said it best. You had like 40 minutes to flip on the tape before you met with us. What new have you kind of found out in the last week or so about Arkansas State that you maybe didn't know Sunday?
Just a little bit more about their personnel, you know, diving into their personnel and their scheme and what they do. Impressed with what they do. I think they have a really solid scheme in what they do offensively. They're playing to their strengths. They run their quarterback. They run the ball. They control the line of scrimmage. They're definitely a possession ball team where they want the ball and they want to control the line of scrimmage. And then defensively with what they do pressure-wise, and it's not so much pressure with a lot of blitzing, but pressure in that they put a lot of people on the line of scrimmage and they make you execute under the gun. You know what I mean? They don't give you a lot of room. They don't give you a lot of space to play the game, and that's where, you know, when you can get a little bit of disruption, a little bit of penetration, and create some guys not on the same page, that's where all the turnovers come from. And so I think they're a really good football team. They do some really good things statistically, and it'll be a great challenge for us as a team.